The weather has gotten really hot. I decided to do a video on the portable fans that I have around my house. Now you've all seen them in various videos on them. And I've acquired all these fans and I've put them in places that are probably going to be permanent. I'm not sure yet, but I'm still deciding. This first fan I know is permanent. This is my 12-inch Westinghouse LivelyAire fan. This is my great uncle's, and he gave it to me. And I'm definitely keeping this fan in here. I use it, as you can see, it's right by my bed to keep me cool while I sleep. I run it on low all night, and it stays on all night, and the motor barely gets hot at all. And the resistor gets a little bit warm in the base, but I'm not too worried about it. It's supposed to get warm because it's nichrome. Yeah, it's running on high right now because it's very hot. I need to get the air circulating in here. Yeah, nice Westinghouse fan. It's very powerful. You've seen this in several of my videos because it's my favorite fan in my collection. So, yeah, and this one's definitely staying here. So let's go downstairs. Oh, and on an unrelated topic, this little fan right here, the Holmes BA&F-96. No, I can't remember if it's 96 or 97. Right there. They were using that for a little while and then they took it down. I was offering that to let them use one of my vintage fans, but they didn't want to. Anyway, right down here we have, on the piano, we have the 10-inch Westinghouse LivelyAire. And this one, it goes with the one upstairs, except I put it down here because it's one speed and it blows a perfect stream of air for this area. Also has a nice wide oscillation arc. So it's basically, it's perfect here. Plus the mauve finish matches the piano. But yeah, really nice little fan. And this is definitely staying here. The motor gets a little bit warm, but that's normal for these fans with shaded pole motors. I know that. And my dad really likes this fan. At least he likes it here. Yeah. Right over here, I have the 12-inch Sears-Kenmore fan. It's rattling a little bit, but that's okay. Well, first of all, let me turn on the light. I don't know why it's so dark in here. No, that doesn't work. Why don't we open some windows, or the blinds? Sorry about this, but yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so the Sears-Kenmore fan, and it just sits here. It stays on non-oscillating. We keep it on non-oscillating because we blow the air directly at the couch to keep us cool while we're watching TV or something. My dad really likes this fan here. My mom, she doesn't care. So, yeah. This fan stays normally on medium. Typically, if it's a little bit cooler, we'll switch it to low, but it stays on medium, basically. And it's on medium right now. Blowing a lot of air. And you can actually really feel it when you're over here. You can feel it. You can't feel it as much on low, which is probably why it stays on medium. And on high, it's too much of a breeze. It'll literally give you chills. That's how powerful it is on high. So I'm not going to keep it on high. And this fan doesn't get very warm, so, you know, we're willing to leave it on. We leave it on basically all day just to circulate. It pulls in air from the kitchen and dining room up there that the 10-inch LivelyAire blows. It pulls it in and kind of blows it into here, so it actually helps circulate the air around the house a little bit. Keeps that, gets the stale air out of here. And yeah, it helps. Anyway, so yeah, we just turn this on and run it all day. It doesn't get hot. It gets warm, but you know, like I said with the LivelyAire, that's normal for a shaded pole motor like this. And one interesting thing about this fan that I just found out, this fan doesn't have any kind of speed control. The way the speeds are changed is that it has a tapped winding in the motor. So that's pretty interesting. Typically fans of this time had a speed control. They didn't have tapped windings. But, yeah. In here, the laundry room, you have the 10-inch Vornado Bersted oscillating desk wall fan. Well, this window is really not helping. I guess that's a little better. But yeah, let me just block out the light there. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so this fan, I had this mounted on the wall in the family room for a little while. If you saw my Instagram post on that, my mom didn't like that. She said it looked tacky. So I took it down and I asked her if I could wall mount it in here, and she said yes. Because no, people don't normally go in here. Guests don't normally go in here. But I think it looks really nice. I keep it on non-oscillating, and I use this fan here because it's the only oscillating fan that I have that you can actually pivot the head back and forth while it's in non-oscillating mode, because of its pressure crank thing right there. The only problem is that the head starts to drift to the left. Yeah, and it's a single-speed fan, so basically all I do is I keep the switch on right there, and then I ran the cord down here to an extension cord right here, and I put a little, I guess you could call these inline switches. So you flick it and the fan turns off. Flick it back on, the fan turns back on. And that's just because I don't think my mom or my dad know how to operate the switch. So if they ever want to, you know, while my dad's in here ironing or doing the laundry, or my mom is, you know, doing something, or if I'm here working on something or there, I can just click the switch and turn the fan on, and it'll keep me cool. And it saves a lot of hassle, because, you know, I like my hands turned off and yeah. And this fan I don't run it very long because the motor gets pretty hot. I'm not sure if there's something wrong with the windings or not, but you know, it works, but it just gets kind of hot. Which again is normal for shades. I didn't know if it was normal for it to get that hot. Yeah, this fan also does a good job of circulating the stale air that can be in here. I know a lot of stale air can be found in this area down here where the sump pump is, and the dryer vent, of course, because our dryer vent leaks. So, you know, it helps to have this on when the dryer is going, to help circulate the air around and keep it from getting too stuffy in here. So it's a very, very good thing. So, actually, you know what, I'm going to turn this fan off because we don't really need it right now. The dryer's not running. But yeah. I'll wait for it to spin down. It has very good bearings, so I don't think the heat is from friction. As you can see, the spin down time is great. Yeah, there you go. So that's what it looks like off. And the head keeps, you know, going that way, but, you know, I'm probably going to find something to stick in the oscillator mechanism to keep the head from tilting that way. It tilts that way from the vibrations and the fact that the oscillator pin is always rotating, and so that moves the friction of this pressure, the pressure crank right here. That's all, kind of slowly drifts it that way. So, you know, I have tried to fix that. Oop, I just knocked over this. Oh God. I have tried to fix that in the past, but, you know, I haven't been very successful. So I'm probably just going to find something to stick in there. I'm not going to glue it because I might want to use it as a... Put the camera down for a second. I'm not going to glue that oscillator mechanism because the oscillator mechanism works, and it's very rare to find a working Bersted oscillator. So yeah. This is probably the most useful fan, though, because it really helps circulate the air since it's so powerful. Just as a comparison, let me turn it up on high and show you how overkill this thing is. I mean, like, seriously. I'm already cold sitting with this thing on high over here. Yeah, let me turn it back down to medium speed. So... go back up. There's the 10-inch LivelyAire. And this fan, I tell you, it provides a very nice cooling breeze. It's perfect for this area. Not too strong. My mom doesn't like to be too strong. She likes it to be just good enough. And we keep this fan on oscillating all the time, so there's the oscillator mechanism. This fan had a problem where it was squeaking, but I put a couple drops of oil in the neck bracket joint and the oscillator pivot point. And now it's silent because it wasn't squeaking when it was on stationary. So yeah, I'm gonna go out back upstairs, and I'm gonna end this long video. And there's my fan. Yeah, and this fan stays on stationary all the time, even though the oscillator does work. It's kind of easy. But I keep this fan on stationary. I did keep it on oscillating a little, well, not to the full oscillating arc, but just kind of a very nice, like, kind of like, you know, about that wide. But I didn't like it because when I was sleeping, the fan would go in my face and it would blow, like, you know, it wasn't very comfortable. So I just keep it on stationary and I just let it blow to that side of my bed. And of course the air will bounce off the wall and cool me. So, you know, it helps a lot. I'd like to get a fan to put in my mom's room and my sister's room. I was letting my sister use this cheap piece of junk Holmes, but she didn't like it. I wouldn't like it either, though. She had it clipped right here, or like she had it clipped right there. It basically did nothing. I mean, it was basically pointless. It didn't blow any air. So yeah, I need to throw that thing away, or somehow fix it. I don't know. But yeah, so that's the portable fans around my house. Thanks for watching.